What is going on, Internet, and happy Friday! Welcome again to another episode of Naya Amulet. See, I can do that voice too. So, yeah, episode 3 be the last recorded video for this deck for at least a little bit. And we got a hand with a shit ton of mana fixing and one removal spell. But it looks like he molded himself into oblivion as well. So we can still crack an amulet on turn 2. Definitely getting a white source. Oh man, this sucks for him. So I'm definitely getting a white source here, even though I just drew a white. So that way, if we draw a Brimaz, we can play it immediately. And, we also have access to our double red. We pretty much have all our turn 3 plays covered. And that's it. So I guess right now this will just be another deck demo on how this deck works. So there's our anger. What we're going to do, we're going to put a force into play. And get the last white for planar cleansing. And now we can actually we have met every single mana requirement in the deck by turn 4. We have our Jund land for cycling Resounding Thunder. We have a triple green for Colossus, triple white for cleansing, double red for everything else. And there's Baneslayer. Is Baneslayer better? No, I actually think Colossus is better. Actually, I'd be more happy if a Colossus died than a Baneslayer. I mean, they're both going to die to Reprisal. Could have a bounce spell here. Or just a simple Wall of Omens. So, yeah, I did cost myself some damage there by going with the wall. But I guess I should have played a land. Free combat to threaten Monstrosity on the Colossus, but I mean, there's no way he doesn't block there. And I do not think we are going to get Planar Cleanse anytime soon. And our deck is completely immune to Anger of the Gods, so here we go. This should be it. So I don't know, he could be on Azorius, or whoa, he could be on Jeskai, or something else. Who knows what he could be on. So we can take him to 6 and then Banefire him for lethal next turn. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Destroy target creature an opponent controls, so I will not hit my own Baneslayer there, just in case you're curious about that. So yeah, there is no possible way he can win. Or even prevent dying next turn, unless he has an elixir. But even then, play elixir, crack elixir, then what? Okay, there's a old solemn offering on a Traveler's Amulet. It's not something you see every day. But there you go. A lot of early pressure. And that is that. So there's a demo for you. Hey man, that's part of the game, Opponents mulliganing themselves into oblivion. Happens to me sometimes. Luckily, we were able to take advantage of it. You'll see sometimes, slow starts and your opponent just does nothing. So that's not good. But it doesn't look like we're going to find the game quickly, so I'll pause the video and be right back. Hey, we're back. Another game of Naya Amulet gets Licks, V-Licks. I didn't catch a number there at the end, but it'll pop back up. So I don't really have a topic for today other than it's it's Friday. Now this is a super greedy hand, because we would have to naturally draw into another land. And if we don't, we're screwed. Since it's a white, we can't even play our Ground Assault, and we would be fetching a green, so I don't think we're going to keep that. This, on the other hand, we have a turn 3 Thoktar. So that's an easy keep. And he mulliganed to 5 on the draw. Can't imagine anything we would need to Ground Assault on a turn 2. I mean, I could Ground Assault that. He could aura it up. You know, we could be off to the races, but I drew a shock, so I could shock that right now, but I kind of want to get an aura, and you know, he could always have the old Gather Courage. Just convoke out that Spire Tracer, convoke out Gather Courage, and counter my shock, which would be upsetting. With a green-black Spire Tracer, it's a very odd thing to see. I'll take the hit. I'll see what he's going to do. I'm not too worried about it right now. This shock will probably come in handy way later. What did we hit? Elves. Lots of elves. And we hit an Inferno Titan. 2 lands away from that. Or more specifically, 1 Cultivate away from that. But Satyr Wayfinder is a Satyr, not an elf. He could go land into Tribute to Hunger, and that would be mildly upsetting. But he's not gonna. So he could be playing a Shadowborn Demon. That would also, I don't know why he doesn't swing with the Spire Tracer there. He just has some damage on the board. But even if he's playing Shadowborn Demon and he double blocks, he still won't have enough cards in the graveyard to prevent its trigger. I guess he just wants to chump with the Spire Tracer. Very confusing. Very confusing play. Felix. Alright, I would like to hit an untapped forest. We got 4, so we have 26 mana producing things left in our deck. 26 out of 50, so more than half. Ah, okay. That's his plan. And another Spire Tracer. This is a very adventurous green-black deck, so how much is that going to cost him the Monstrous? He's got 4 in the grave, so it's going to cost him 5. Hopefully we can hit a land, and I'll just immediately Ground Assault that, but we don't. So this is problematic. He's going to get the Monstrous stat, and we're probably just going to die. That sucks. So I'm going to swing. I hope he trades. Okay, so he did not recognize like how far ahead he was there. So that's good for us. He might have another one. But you know, for a Mola 5, he's hitting all his land drops. And we've hit pretty much a lot of our late game. But with only 3 green, he can't play another Nemesis, and oh shit. Yep. It is now, okay, there's the land. So we're gonna have to race with Battle Grace Angel. I mean, I don't know. I think missing that 5th land drop, I mean, was in the forest. We're not going to be able to effectively race that Michael off. Basically, reprisal or bust. And he actually could have a shield right here. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I don't think we could have done anything differently. Your reprisal. I mean, it's pretty much reprisal or bust. He does have a spider spawning too. That is beyond hilarious. So we're dead. We could double block the Michael off, so that's something. We are still not in good shape. We double block the Michael off, and then we have to hit Anger of the Gods like right now. So this is a pretty amusing loss. A very, I would not call this a good spider spawning deck. But, you know, shit happens. Alright, my kingdom for Anger. No, it's a Woolly Clock Tower. I ain't gonna do it. He's probably got enough to kill us. It's not over yet. He's got 22 power. And he top decks a Shieldred. Good for him. Good for him. So yeah, we have no outs here. We're dead anyways if he just swings with everything. But this guy does not understand that. I don't know why. I don't know why he's doing that. So we're gonna lose the Clock Tower. Okay, we can. I guess it's more important to get the Shieldred off the board, right? Yeah, that's a shame. Good top deck for him. What can you do? Yeah, I don't know why he just didn't swing last turn. I think mathematically we were just dead. But, you know, in situations like this, even when I'm losing, you can get to see how not to play. Like, don't play like this guy. Yep. Just swing, dude. What is he doing? Is he not familiar with the attack all button? Just attack with all, dude. If you attack with all and the Michael off, even if I double block it, you have enough damage. You need to get 13 of those 1/1s in. That's all you need to do. He wants to go for exact damage. What? Alright. So I'm still drawing live to Anger the Gods. Very odd play. Yes, watch all those damage effects. So good. Even though I'm going to lose this game, at least we're all going to learn to not play like this guy. Makes no sense what he's doing. That is not an Anger of the Gods. And that is not enough to kill the Michael off. So we're just going to sit here. I mean, we might as well do this. What is this guy doing? I guess way back when I should have shocked something in response to the Michaeloth being played. I don't remember if I was tapped out or not. I probably wasn't, and I'm probably an idiot. Finally, he sees it, so it doesn't matter. Good for you. That's what I would have done, and you still would have won. You know what? I'm not watching damage effects. Fuck that guy. Yes, it will result in a loss. I'm aware of that. So, he got us on a Mold of 5. Pretty impressive. We got kind of bottlenecked on shit and lost to a Michaeloth. Not much he can do. Just kind of stalled on 4 mana a little bit too much. And maybe we could have shocked one of his dudes away to stop that token producer, but that Michaeloth just lived forever. Then again, you know, it would have been a 6/6, and it would have been at least in range of other things. But it's really the Shieldred at the end that really sealed the deal. So, good draw on his part. Alright, we got another game right away, so let's jump right in. Yeah, what was that deck? And like his play was extremely poor. Like he was way ahead just with that Nemesis Immortals that I couldn't deal with. 67 cards, and all we have is an Anger of the Gods. I don't know if this is good enough because we don't even have any white. I'm gonna mulligan this, and I'm gonna cry if he's playing some rush strategy. This, on the other hand, is great. I mean, it's not the greatest. Like, we don't have any white, but you know, we have the old turn 3 cultivate. Oh my god, I would have loved Anger of the Gods in this matchup. But you know, we can still get it. Alright, so there's the red we need. So I'm definitely gonna fetch a white. So we have plenty of green. And that still leaves us on track for a turn 4 Arbor Colossus. Depending on if we don't draw a 3-drop we want to play at all. The mono green Radiant Fountain. That is one of the most hilarious things I've seen. Like I wasn't going to crack it. Der Frischer, man. Come on. It doesn't really hit anything else in their deck but Amulets. So yeah, so if we don't draw a 3-drop, I think we pretty much just play Cultivate. Oh yeah, easy Cultivate. Alright, so we got 1 white, so we're going to put a forest into play so you can play turn 4 Colossus, and probably to get another white for cleansing. See, I mean, it is pretty easy to fuck that up. I could have put a white in play and forest in my hand, and then I cannot cast Arbor Colossus on turn 4. So, you know, you always gotta pay attention. But now we have 9 lands, and 11. So, what is that? 19 more mana sources out of 48 in the deck. So hopefully, you know, we start drawing a little bit better now. Like, he's missing land drops, but you know, he's got an Armillary Spear, so he's at least going to hit his next 2 land drops. Hopefully he misses another land drop and has to spend his turn cracking that Sphere. But it looks like he's playing mono green. I hope he's not playing other colors that can deal with this Colossus. Alright, so he did hit the land drop. He hit the land drop, so now he's going to be able to play Magic with us. He's just mono green, so I'm not feeling too worried. Just hold that young wolf back, dude. Yep, soak up some damage. That's what it's there for. Alright, so this time we're actually going to threaten Monstrosity. We'll play a Plains just in case, you know, we top deck with Cleansing and we have to use it. I don't really think that's going to be the case. Alright, so let's just get another land out of our deck. We're in a little bit of a bind here. We're not drawing very well. We've drawn that Colossus as our only threat, that's it. He's going to do it again. This is fucking hilarious. At this point, I'm just going to get all the mountains for Inferno Titan. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Like, doing it once, like if you're a new player, fine. But I showed you that play that didn't work already. I don't know why you keep doing that. Alright, so he is in Palaka Worm land. We can hold it off, but that's really all we can do. I bet you this guy's playing in large. It's like even if we hold off the Colossus, like he's gonna enlarge it. And the Palaka Worm, I'm pretty sure he's going to play. We'll kill it. Alright, so he wants to trade 2 for 6. That I'm okay with. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 16 more mana sources. So really, less than a third of the deck now are dead draws. Oh, there's one of them. Thank you. Thank you, Stainless. I mean, yes, half the deck is mana sources, but I mean, come on. These odds are pretty terrible. 15. So we've gotten half our mana sources out of the deck in the top 16 cards. So here comes the Palaka Worm I'm worried about. I'm just going to monstrous this thing end of turn. Green doesn't have any flyers. There's no Hornet Queen or any crazy shit like that. But he will be on a 2-turn clock. Okay, there's a Colossus of his own. I knew he had something. Top deck Resounding Thunder would be amazing. Yeah, we're not in good shape here. Okay, there's Terra Stomper. So, I mean, we're not going to win by sitting back. Let's get in there, at least get the Young Wolf off the table. I mean, he could have a pump spell, like Primal Bellow, whatever. So we top deck a Banefire, just one of these guys has to hit. So you have the Enlarge I was afraid of. If he swings, I'm going to block. I'm not going to die, because he can actually Monstrous to go to 9, and then Primal Bellow for +7 for 16, exactly. But if he wants the Monstrous pre-combat, he's at 9. He's representing Titanic Growth, it looks like. If he swings, he leaves himself dead on the backswing if he does not have a Primal Bellow. So I don't think he has a Primal Bellow, or he can't do math. Alright, so there is a Battle Grease Angel, so that is really good for us. So I actually want him to blow his pump spell on the Terra Stomper, since he's going to have to, because it'll go to a 9. I could swing with both, but I kind of want to gain the life. And I kind of want him to blow his pump spell. He can no longer shoot the angel out of the air, since he already monstrous to his Colossus. He had nothing? That's incredible. Alright, now I don't see how we can lose this game. I mean, you could play a worm. That would suck. But you know, we just gained 9 life. So I think I'm comfortable with most things. Not even Craterhip does it. I don't know what gets him out of this situation. So what do we got? 9 lands, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so there's still only 15 mana sources left and 42 cards. The rest are removal spells or creatures. I mean, if he swings, I'll block with the Colossus. No biggie. He didn't show us a pump spell last time. But, you know, why be greedy? Ah, so that's his game, huh? If he Genesis Hydras into another Colossus, we're in trouble. Or a Soul Zendikar with Reach. That's a problem, too. He gets the Creepy Doll. That makes no sense. There's Anger to Gods, so Creepy Doll is off the table. But, if he only blocks at the Creepy Doll, he just dies. So I'm not too worried. If I Anger here, I swing with everything. I really only get... I'll get rid of the Genesis Hydra, but I'll probably lose my Terra Stomper. I'll lose both my guys if I Anger, because he'll block. And then I'll have damage assigned. So... I'll probably just do this. He's either going to lose that Colossus. If he only blocks with a Creepy Doll, he's dead. So I'm going to get something out of this, in addition to 9 life. Okay, and he doesn't know how Trample works, so pretty anticlimactic ending. But you know, I think that was the best attack available that we had. He was going to lose something. Alright, well, I guess that's enough of Naya Amulet. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck, and hopefully it should be back tomorrow over the weekend, and when I do my next deck tech, I'll actually immediately follow it up with an episode so you don't have to wait like an entire day to see the deck in action. Alright, anyways, thanks for tuning in, take care, and if I don't see you this weekend or you don't see any of my videos this weekend, have a good weekend anyways. Later, everyone.